sure there's some list sometime of like, you know, people were asked to vote for the greatest video game protagonist, and naturally Gordon Freeman won. I'm like, he literally has almost no Oh god. These things compared to the animation in Half-Life 1 is just so much better. It's incredible. If it wasn't for the textures, I think this game would still look good today, honestly. It really is just the textures and the jagged edges of the Source engine. I want to let the team down, I think. No, bird, don't fly into the fucking... I saw that bird flying and I just knew he was going to land in the fucking... Oh jeez. Oh. Oof. There is something, you know... There's something so inherently satisfying about ragdoll physics, I think, you know. Go back and play an older shooter before physics engines really became a thing, and I think these days most games tend to combine it though, where there's like a death animation and then they ragdoll. I think that feels a bit more natural than just them going instantly limp when you shoot them in the leg, you know. I would say Half-Life 2 has very little story, but it's just the moment-to-moment events are compelling. I'm throwing this down there because I'd rather it was down there where I can shoot them than vice versa. Oh shit. I've always liked how these control where you can move yourself separately and then aim the thing. I do usually hate turret sections in video games. It's so hard to make an entertaining turret section that doesn't just feel like a shooting gallery. Like, how convenient that as soon as I get on this turret is when all the guards appear. That sort of thing. Got there. Oh shit. I think they're trying to tell me something, or they've blown up my only source of defense. That's fine. I think Valve are masters of, you know, there's no objective markers, there's no one telling me where to go. I think they're masters of just designing scenery to so you know where to go. If you listen to the developer commentaries in Portal, it's really telling how they go on and on about, you know, they'll meticulously design an area so that people know where to go without having to be told directly with text or something. I probably could have put an item to make him eat it and navigate that way, but oh, hello.
I'm gonna stay here in case any others come through.
Okay. Okay, have fun with your train set or whatever you're talking about. I just love trains, I love my model railways. Oh. Shit, what? Oh god. Oh god, what's happening? Oh no. Yeah, I remember this is one of the only guns I can fire underwater, that's right. Impressive that I managed to swim while shooting them with my gun. My infallible aim. Oof. Oh, jeez. Hello, who shoot me? I do find the crosshair a bit unnecessary. Unnecessarily detailed, you know, it's got all this like magazine capacity and stuff on it, and I'm like, that's nice, it's clever, but I don't feel like I need it. I do love crap like this, just blowing things up in order to make them fall down. And I have no intention of playing the whole game. Like, I have played Half-Life 2 before, so I don't think it would be very interesting to see me play the whole game, but it's interesting. It's such an influential game to play it so many years later, and at much higher capacity, much higher fidelity than I'm used to. I remember it running at, you know. I remember it barely running on my crummy old computer. It used to, you know, this is one of those games you had to change your graphics card for and stuff. I realised when I got my current computer and upgraded the graphics card a couple of years ago, I think it was the first time in my PC gaming life that I no longer bothered to look at the system requirements before I bought a game. I think another year and I will have to start taking that into account. Like when I played Titanfall 2 briefly, I noticed it was really overheating the computer, unusually so, which might have just been Titanfall 2, but it was the first time in 2 years that I had gone, oh, this is actually a game that I should have looked at the requirements for. Yeah. And even then, you know, you don't seem to get a game these days that only runs at 10 frames a second if you don't have a properly updated PC. Games seem to be much better at running at lower end things. You may notice I've been running in circles for several minutes now. I'm not sure where to go. Do I get this way? Do I get that way? Oh, I think is this incredibly hard to see little nook up here. That's where I'm supposed to go. That was fun. Ooh. Oh, this bit's got like slidey physics, hasn't it? Yeah, he set the barrel on fire and that kills him. Apparently gets you an achievement, because why not? It almost feels wrong to have achievements in Half-Life 2 though, because I know it's an old game that predates achievements as we understand it, so... Shit. It does seem like these overpowered Combine guys would have a better way of hunting me down than throwing exploding barrels in the water, but what do I know? Oh god, there's loads of them. I hope this isn't too confusing to watch me being underwater and being shot at and shooting at them. Did I get him, or is he just... No, there he is. Oh shit, they're throwing more crap at me. Oh no. Oh god, that hit me right in the face. I felt that one. Where do I go from here? Do I go down? No, yes, no. Oh, there's a ladder over here. Yeah, I was thinking of playing Alan Wake. I was trying to think of my next big, fun, crazy video game series to do. And I realised I'd never got around to playing Alan Wake, even though I own it. And what little I understood of the game suggested is exactly the sort of weird horror game that I tend to find very entertaining to do as a Let's Play, so that might be my next attempt at a big, weird Let's Play series. Oh, sod off, Baldric. I do like the. I think that's a very iconic sound to me. The you kill the Combine guys and they just fall down and go. Bzz, blah, 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 bzz. You hear the radio chatter after you've killed them. That's just always been a very memorable thing to me. Again, there's like it's like 3 sequences during this escape scene where you have to do a little physics puzzle in order to. I always think Yahtzee summed up well. Again, even the Yahtzee video talking about episode 2 seems so long ago. I mean, I think Yahtzee's videos are 10 years old this year, which is terrifying in itself. Think about that. Yahtzee's been doing the same job for 10 years and he's never got any less funny, any less relevant, any less, you know. He correctly predicted President Trump, I have to say, but I think all of us cynical people can predicted that particular mess, but hey. Politics. Ooh. I don't think I've sufficiently weighted it down. Gary's mod is fun though, because I love coming up with crazy physicsy. You know, you can design you can use the hoverball things in Gary's mods to very easily create a flying machine, but if to do that same effect with thrusters or something is much more difficult and much more entertaining as a result. There we go. I was just thinking, am I missing something here? I remember in episode 1 or 2 they suddenly... Oh shit, hello! In episode 1 or 2 they just suddenly... Sprint and Torch become their own separate things, which I'm glad they did. Oh god, oh shit. Oh, this seems bad. Oh, this seems very bad. Oh, I didn't see this bit over here. There we go. Oh. Let me in. I can't close the door behind me. That would make too much sense, I suppose. Oof. Oh god. Are you okay? Are you okay? Imagine if this had been my first time playing Half-Life 2. That would have been a great video. Just me discovering Half-Life 2 for the first time. Oh, this is the actual way to go, okay. This entire sequence is just so unlike anything in Half-Life 1. I can really appreciate that, you know what I mean, you know... Well, again, possibly even more so with Half-Life 1. I think the best part of Half-Life 1 is that whole early sequence where you're trying to escape the immediate aftermath of the disaster and you don't understand what's going on, there's these weird enemies. Half-Life becomes a significantly less interesting game once you have all the guns, and I think the same thing is true of Half-Life 2. Did they die? I think they're all dead, aren't they? Oh god, hello. Oh god. Ooh. Mr. Freeman. There we go. Ooh, jeez. I didn't notice that. Health pack, don't need that, that's fine. Oh! We're not home, close the door. Helicopter's like, have you heard about our Lord and Savior? Bullets. Hello. Oh dear. Oh. That's not friendly at all. Oof. Bullets, 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 bullets. Convenient that someone just left these bullets lying around, I suppose. Oop, lording. I'm not nearly drunken. Oh god. Good thing that can of beer was almost empty and he dropped it. And now it is empty. And on we go. I do tend to obsessively smash things, you might have noticed. It's interesting that the barrels don't seem to create any light, or at least not very long. I thought there'd be a big flash of light as the barrel exploded, but there isn't really. That surprised me. I do envy people who play Half-Life 2 for the first time today, because it probably would be quite a memorable experience. Huh. Huh. Oh god. Oof.
That was a close call. Thanks for your help.
I think it's possible for him to die,
It isn't safe here.
and then he doesn't give you shit.
Give me some supplies to keep you going, then you really gotta go.
Where are these supplies of his? Oh, I guess he just sits down. That's useful. Okay. I'm not sure where these supplies are, sir, I have to say. Yeah, I always remember there's this weird effect on the tubes here where they're like sucking petrol or something. I don't know what's going on there. Good luck out there being hacked to death by razor blade robots. Hello. I do like the man hacks because the way they just destroy things is very entertaining. They fly around in a very chaotic fashion and destroy things trying to get to you. That's just fun to me. I can't remember if they even appear in the game beyond this very early point. Oh dear, run away, run away. There we go. There's just something... The thing about physics engines is because there's a slightly random element to how things fly around, always makes a spectacular explosion of physics parts. Always seems very personal, you know, very unique. It's so much more interesting than a pre-rendered explosion, you know. Uh-oh. Oh god, how do we get out? Oh no. Oh, sod off. How do I close that? There we go, they can't get through there now, I assume. If they try and get through there, they'll know about it. Yeah. It does seem like giving these man hacks guns would be more efficient than giving them razor blades, but what do I know? Oh jeez. Hello. Haha. The strategically placed barrels. Big fan of the barrels. Oh, and we've got our first machine gun. Interesting. Some health down here. Poor sod here. Oh, hello. You always gotta shoot them in the head, otherwise their head crab can come off and come at you separately. Ooh, we've got a grenade as well. Interesting thing about the grenades is I always liked... I think Half-Life 2 has better grenades than most games because they clearly put an effort in to make sure the physics... You can use the grenades interestingly using the physics. Oh shit! Oh god. You can either lob the grenades a long distance, or you can sort of just toss them a slight distance in front of you. That's always very interesting because the slight distance in front of you is good for like if you're running away, just drop one behind you. It's fun. Not, you know, so many games just don't make their grenades very interesting like that. Again, I find it telling. There's something about the Valve design process. They tend to do even things that other games have done since. There are a lot of things that Half-Life 2 does better. Oop. Big swirlimajig. Oh, what's in here? Oh god, I think. So, sprint, torch, and oxygen. By some logic, they all use the same power source on this suit, so that's incredibly obnoxious, but that's fine. Bum bum bum, and we're down. Swimming sections in first-person shooters are definitely something that aren't generally well thought of. Well, if you go back and play Half-Life 1 today, the number of instant death jumping sequences, I mean, I think it's playable, but it's definitely reminds you of the game's age. Oh, if you think Half-Life 2 is old, just go back and remember all the things that have come out since Half-Life 1. No, this isn't the way to go, is it? It's just some loot here. Oh, fuck. Oof, forgot about him. Oh. My man axe. Criminy, more man axe. Got a decent amount of SMG ammo now. Hello. Oh, crouch. There we go. The old timed dodge the steam puzzle. Haha, steam. Ow. I'm not very good at the old timed dodge the steam puzzle, evidently. Oop. Oop. Come on. Come on. Oof. Come on. There we go. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Okay. Let's try that again. Fortunately, we're almost instantaneously next to where we were. You know, a lot of people complain if a game doesn't have the option to do a proper just save wherever you like, and to an extent I can get the logic, but I just find an over-reliance on being able to save wherever you want just means that, you know, save scumming is so much more tempting if you can just save wherever you like, you know. I'd rather a game had good, well thought out checkpoints a lot of the time. You know, like Dark Souls. A game like Dark Souls is so reliant on where the bonfires are in relation to each other. That's one of the issues with Dark Souls 2, is that the bonfires are often much too generous, much too frequent. It loses all sense of drama and tension when it's a very short trip to the next bonfire. Oh god, hello. Let's try that again. Get out our good gun. There we go. When you have enough ammo. This is the thing about a game with limited health, is that you have to weigh up, like, do I care more about health or do I care more about preserving ammo at this particular moment? That's one of the nice ways in which limited health increases the tension. Oh shit, hello. I like how each individual bullet actually pushes the man-hacks backwards. That's a nice touch. These seem like such inefficient things. These creatures, these robots seem like something you would design to be cruel rather than efficient at killing, or, you know, in terms of killing people, they're so messy and unreliable. And in terms of tracking people down, they're not much better. Seems, I guess that tells you something about the Combine, is that they're not, they just terrorize people, but, well, that fits in with their using the head crabs as weapons as well. They just dump head crabs on a city and then leave it as is. Oh shit! Oh. Oh god! Why? Oh dear. That could have gone better. Let's try that again. I think that got them. Yeah, most of them should be killed by that explosion fest up there. There we go. I feel pretty good about that. Oof, just one last random barrel fell down. Nope. Health. Oh, I hear you. I thought I'd got all of them and then there was one more and then I was like, oh, you don't fool me. Nope. Yeah. Half-Life 2 is not one of my favourite games ever made, but I think it's just... It's one of those things where I didn't play it at the time. I wasn't old enough at the time to appreciate it, I'm sure, you know. If I'd played this when I was 18, 20 years old, I probably would have thought it was the bee's knees. I think it's a great game. I think it's a very influential game. I just think things like the lack of story let it down, you know. And honestly, I don't like a lot of the weapon selection. Like, I like the revolver and the gravity gun and the crossbow. But that's about it. All the other guns are just fairly standard, really. Which is a complaint I level at a lot of games. Is like, you know, don't bother giving us a whole bunch of weapons if none of them feel very memorable. You know, give them. I'd rather have I always say Jack 2 has 4 guns, but they all feel quite distinct, you know? I'd rather have 4 guns that serve particular purposes and are memorable. How do I get out of here? Is there a button somewhere? I feel like there's a button somewhere I'm missing. Burn out the old oxygen. Something at the top of the ladder. This is from the time before people figured out how ladders worked in first-person games as well. You just sort of awkwardly hurl yourself off the ladder. Oh no, that didn't work. I saw there's a valve up there, I just don't know how to get to it. Seems likely. Oop. No. Oop, there we go. There we are. I love how all the health items float and stuff. They all float down here. They all float. Oop. Ooh. It's been a while since we saw that helicopter that was chasing after me. Oop. Oh, I think this is all because of that other room we were in. They had all the barrels in it, yes. I think activating, yeah, here we go. It's all changed in here now. I think activating, oh, Jesus, of course, of course. Where do we go? We go down here, don't we? Oh, we go in there, of course. Ooh, quickly, 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 quickly. There we go. Got onto the ladder eventually. Oh, I bet we need to take some bloody barrels from somewhere, don't we? Oh yeah, there we are. Ooh. There you go. Quickly, 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 quickly. Physics puzzles. Oh, release the barrels. I suppose they're boxes, but hey, who's keeping track? Ooh, start to drown. Not usually good. Are we actually supposed to go that way, or is there something down here we're supposed to... No, I think we're supposed to... Oop. There we go. Just didn't quite look like we should be able to do it, but I guess we figured it out. I was just thinking that looks like another loading screen, and lo and behold. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Bloody sod off. Oof. Deeply annoying. Oop. Oof. Not today. Oh god, okay, maybe today. Oh, that's a red barrel or something. I thought it was another man hack. Ook, ook, ook. Oh, here we come. Oh, here she comes. She's a man hacker. Oh, that's an ammo crate. Boop. Half-Life 2 wouldn't be Half-Life without the physics. Oh, there's an achievement for finding all the lambdas. That's exciting. I was just thinking there's a Gary's Mod multiplayer mode where it was just called Zombie Survival. It was about you trying to survive. Like half the team was zombies and half the team was humans, and you literally just had to survive the zombies trying to kill you. It was very entertaining. There was also, even better than that, was Pirate Ship Wars, where you have two pirate ships which are physics objects and they can be dynamically destroyed. Oh, I just realised this is a different way to go down here, isn't it? Yes. Oh, I was just thinking, we haven't seen the helicopter in a while. Oh, I think this stuff's all radioactive. Another poor sod whose supplies I can steal. I'm sure he understands it's for the greater good. Oh god. Hello?
Hey, you're Freeman, aren't you?
No.
We got word you were coming. You got here at a bad time.
Black Mesa East to Station 6. Do you read? Dr. Freeman is on his way downriver. Lend him the airboat and give him all the help you can. Repeat, Gordon Freeman has returned. It is critical he reaches Black Mesa East.
Better get going now.
Bloody head crabs. Ooh. I forget as well, this whole sequence of getting to Black Mesa takes quite a while. Oh jeez. They land and then immediately hide. God. Yeah, I remember there was a Gary's Mod weapon where you can just call in head crab dispensers on people, which I always thought was a funny idea. I think you could set it how many crabs spawned as well, so you could drop a head crab dispenser which then dispensed 90 head crabs. The unnecessary nature of that just amuses me. Good to put him out of his misery. I remember, I originally played Half-Life 1, I played the Half-Life demo on PS2, and I found the whole sequence of escaping from the headcrabs very scary when I was like 12 years old, you know. They did a lot of crazy lighting and stuff, using the primitive engine they had back then, and always found that sequence quite freaky. Well, I find Ravenholm quite creepy as well, but obviously it was later that came out, but... Oop, zombies. I do like the Half-Life zombies because they're not just traditional zombies, they're like weird alien zombies or headcrab thing. I like that they talk backwards and say things like, "Oh God, the pain, please help me," you know, or backwards. Jabba, my icing. That's always funny. I still always like the System Shock 2, you know, they're not technically zombies, but they're like basic foot soldiers. It's not Showdown, is it? They're like infected parasite guys you find at the beginning of the game in Medsci. I always like how they run towards you with a weapon, but they say, "Please stop, get away, I can't stop it, you have to save yourself, you know, kill me, please," that sort of thing, you know. They can't control their bodies, and they're fully aware of what's happening. That's just so creepy to me. That's so uncanny, you know. That's proper horror. That's the uncanny, disturbing body horror the System Shock was always good at. Yeah, I think one of the biggest compliments I had for Soma when I played that recently was just how much it reminded me of System Shock. Because so many games have tried to do the System Shock thing, like, you know, Dead Space is very System Shocky, that sort of thing. Dead Space is a good game, but I don't think they quite got that atmosphere the System Shock had. I'd be intrigued to see how the System Shock 1 remake turns out. They're doing an actual remake of it, because it was considered abandonware for a long time, the original System Shock, especially because it was so hard to actually play on a modern computer. Oh, Jesus, hello. What are you doing down there, you silly man? Silly zombie man. How do you do, I see you've met my faithful zombie man. Oh, okay. Bye then. They're dropping head crabs on me and I'm just like, bye. And this is the place with the airboat, which is actually quite a logical place to stop, because honestly I just did this as a throwaway experiment sort of video, and you know, it's been fun, but I have played the game before, so I don't have an awful lot. It's hard with a game like Half-Life as well to think of like things to say that haven't been said and all that sort of thing. But this is Half-Life 2. You're probably familiar with Half-Life 2. If you're not, if you've managed to be that one person who's never played Half-Life 2, I would recommend playing it. You can play it without playing Half-Life 1. Honestly, I've only ever finished Half-Life 2. I'm one of those people who famously never finished Half-Life 1 because of the Zen levels. I just found all the platforming too annoying, so... yeah, good games. I didn't plan an outro, so I'll just say... good games. I'll do an actual video with effort to put into it tomorrow, I think. I'm tempted to play Alan Wake. I think I mentioned that about 2 hours ago. I'm tempted to play Alan Wake, and that's the exact sort of weird campy thing that I tend to enjoy doing videos of, so I'll do that. That will be interesting. Video games.